The Nightly Business Report.
Good evening. Tonight, given the sharp increase in regional container volumes and demand, the Adani John Keel's-owned West Container Terminal in Colombo is anticipated to turn a profit in its first year of operation. The Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand has certified SriLankan Engineering, the maintenance, repair and overhaul branch of SriLankan Airlines. Strong trading activity helped Colombo's stock market close higher today, with the ASPI rising 0.61% to 16,815.60 and the S&P SL20 rising 0.91% to 4,963.27. And shares of chip designers dropped in late trade, and US stock indices ended the day lower as investors processed the minutes from the most recent Federal Reserve meeting.
From Studio 24, here's Anuradhi Vikramasinghe.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. Colombo's Adani John Keel's-owned West Container Terminal is expected to achieve a cash-positive position within the first year of operations due to the rapid growth in regional container volumes and demand.
John Keel's Holdings announced that Colombo's first automated deep-water terminal, the West Container Terminal, began commercial operations in the March quarter of 2024-2025. The company expects the terminal to achieve a cash-positive position within its first year, depending on regional and global trade conditions. WCT received its inaugural test vessel in February of this year and a mothership from a leading global shipping liner in April, demonstrating full operational capability. The initial phase will increase the Port of Colombo's capacity by 1.6 million TEUs once fully scaled. John Keel's Holdings noted that output has been encouraging so far, with momentum expected to grow in the coming quarters. Construction is on track for full completion by the second half of 2026-2027, with the terminal expected to generate around 300 direct and 2,000 indirect jobs. John Keel's Holdings holds a 34% stake in WCT and has invested 6.81 billion rupees, aiming for a full capacity of approximately 3.2 million TEUs.
Sri Lanka's shift towards a cashless economy is accelerating, with internet penetration expected to reach 53.6% in 2025 and e-commerce spending projected to surpass $2.8 billion this year. Visa, a global leader in payment technology, has played a key role in this transformation, supporting Sri Lanka's digital journey for over 37 years. Through partnerships with banks, merchants and government stakeholders, Visa is helping drive digital payments and financial inclusion. Its innovative solutions like contactless and seamless online payments are tailored to meet the needs of diverse consumer segments. Visa has also empowered thousands of small businesses with cost-effective, secure digital payment solutions that boost revenue and business sustainability. These efforts support Sri Lanka's economic growth and reinforce Visa's long-term commitment to a digitally inclusive future. SriLankan Engineering, the maintenance, repair and overhaul division of SriLankan Airlines, has been certified by the Civil Aviation Authority of Thailand as a foreign repair station and approved maintenance organization.
SriLankan Engineering has achieved a significant milestone by obtaining certification to provide MRO services directly to Thai-registered operators and global leasing companies. The accreditation allows the company to offer a broad range of services, including base maintenance, heavy checks, component repair and overhaul for Airbus A320 family aircraft. It also covers line maintenance for Airbus A320 family, A350, Boeing 777 and 787 aircraft, along with non-destructive testing. This certification strengthens Sri Lankan Engineering's ability to collaborate with Thai carriers and aircraft lessors offering tailored maintenance solutions. These services aim to improve operational performance, reduce aircraft on-ground time, and optimize cost efficiency. Already certified by the European Union Aviation Safety Agency and the Civil Aviation Authority of Sri Lanka, SriLankan Engineering is recognized for its technical excellence and customer-focused approach.
Haywind, the wind energy arm of Haileys Fentons, has secured a contract from the Ceylon Electricity Board to develop Sri Lanka's largest private wind power project, a 50-megawatt farm in Manna. The power purchase agreement was signed on the 28th of May, with the project priced competitively at $4.65 per kilowatt hour on a build, own and operate basis. The wind farm, consisting of 10 turbines, each generating 5 megawatts, is expected to be operational within 18 months and will supply clean, affordable energy to the national grid. This project supports Sri Lanka's goal of achieving 70% renewable energy by 2030 and will save the country approximately 3 billion rupees over 20 years compared to alternatives. The initiative highlights the growing importance of renewable energy investments in shaping Sri Lanka's sustainable energy future. Let's take a short break now. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the Nightly Business Report. Colombo stock market closed higher today, boosted by strong trading activity, as the ASPI climbed to 0.61% to 16,815.60, and the S&P SO20 rose 0.91% to 4,963.27, with share volumes reaching 173.8 million and turnover hitting LKR 6.43 billion. For further insights on this, we speak with Akna Tennakon from First Capital Holdings.
Thank you, Anuradhi. The Colombo Stock Exchange remained upbeat today as well, with the ASPI ending the day on the green at 16,816 amid healthy levels of turnover. The SPI climbed as soon as trading opened for the day and continued its upward trajectory through the day, though there was some visible volatility. So all in all, the index had gained about 103 points as trading came to a close, and this translates to 0.61% uptick compared to yesterday. Blue chip companies were major drivers of this positive momentum, with LOLC, John Keells Holdings and Haileys emerging as top positive contributors alongside Ceylon Cold Stores and Central Finance Company. Today's turnover climbed to 6.4 billion rupees from yesterday's 4.3 billion level. This is significantly higher than the monthly average turnover, which stands at 3.8 billion rupees. It is also worth mentioning that Sampath Bank is a major driver of today's elevated levels of turnover. In terms of sector-wise contribution, the banking sector took the lead with a share of 31%. This was followed by the capital goods sector and the diversified financial sector, which produced a joint contribution of about 30%. Thank you.
Sri Lanka sold 200 billion rupees in bonds maturing in 2028, 2029 and 2034, according to the State Debt Office. The 40 billion rupees of 2028 bonds were sold at an average yield of 8.85%, while 80 billion rupees each of 2029 and 2034 bonds were sold at 9.47% and 10.46% respectively. For further insights, we speak with Ranjan Ranatunga from First Capital Holdings.
Thank you, Anuradhi. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka, or the CBSL, conducted treasury bill auction today and fully accepted the total offered 200 billion rupees. The auction was conducted across three maturities, namely 2028, 2029 and 2034, which saw full acceptance across all three maturities. Therefore, 40 billion rupees was raised from the 2028 maturity at a weighted average yield of 8.85%. while 80 billion rupees was accepted from the 2029 maturity at 9.47%, while another 80 billion rupees was accepted from the 2034 maturity at a weighted average yield of 10.46%. The positive sentiment surrounding today's auction was a continuation from the increased participation seen during the ongoing week at the secondary market, where the entire yield curve came down across the board by between 30 to 80 BPS. The reduction in the overnight policy rate from 8% to 7.75%, a 25 basis rate cut from the last monetary policy meeting, Also, and together with the increased liquidity in the banking system, which surpassed the 200 billion mark, contributed towards a bullish movement in the yield curve.
Gold prices declined in Asian trading today, extending recent losses as a U.S. federal court ruling against President Donald Trump's trade tariffs boosted risk-driven assets. Spot gold dropped 0.5% to $3,273.19 an ounce, while gold futures for August fell 0.8% to $3,297.25 per ounce. The metal is down 2.5% for the week, pressured by profit-taking following last week's record highs. Strength in the U.S. dollar triggered by the court ruling also weighed on gold and broader metal prices. Additionally, Trump's reversal on higher European tariffs supported risk appetite and reduced demand for safe haven assets. A recent three-session rally in the dollar further pressured bullion prices. Investors now await key economic data later this week that could influence gold's direction. Market watchers remain cautious amid ongoing global trade uncertainties. Oil prices rose in Asian trade today, boosted by improving market sentiment following a U.S. court ruling that blocked President Donald Trump's plans for reciprocal trade tariffs. Brent crude futures for July climbed 1% to $65.55 a barrel, while West Texas Intermediate crude futures gained 1.1% to $62.51 a barrel. Prices also rose after OPEC Plus surprised markets by holding output quotas steady, defying expectations of a production increase. Additionally, a sharp drawdown in U.S. inventories fueled bets on tighter global supplies. Attention now turns to the upcoming OPEC Plus decision on July production, with the group widely expected to maintain current output levels. Oil has seen gains this week amid concerns over tightening supplies following a devastating Russian attack on Ukraine and restrictions on Chevron's Venezuelan crude exports. The Sri Lankan rupee has shown a slight appreciation against the US dollar today compared to yesterday. According to the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, both the buying and selling rates of the US dollar have decreased. Additionally, the rupee has strengthened against a basket of foreign currencies, including those from the Gulf region. For that, let's take a closer look at how the Sri Lankan rupee performed against other major global currencies today. But going in for a short break now, this is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back. Windforce PLC, Sri Lanka's renewable energy company, has reported strong financial results for the fiscal year 2024-2025, highlighting its strategic resilience and dedication to sustainable growth.
Windforce PLC reported a consolidated revenue of 6.9 billion rupees for the fiscal year 2024-2025, marking an 18% increase from the previous year. EBITDA rose by 9% to 6.1 billion rupees, while net profit surged 29% to 2.25 billion rupees, driven by key expansions and operational milestones. The commissioning of the 15 MW Hiduras wind plant and the 10 MW Kabidigolav solar plant, along with the consolidation of Solar Universe as a subsidiary, significantly contributed to this growth. The company also recognized 708 million rupees in late payment revenue from the Ceylon Electricity Board under the Standard Power Purchase Agreement. Revenue from the solar sector grew 19%, supported by new projects and subsidiary integration, while the wind sector saw a 4% increase despite some operational challenges. The hydro sector experienced a 13% revenue rise, aided by favorable rainfall and subsidiary consolidation. Despite market challenges, Windforce remains committed to innovation and sustainable growth, reinforcing its leadership in Sri Lanka's renewable energy industry.
People's Bank has entered into a strategic partnership with MasterCard to launch a range of innovative, customer-centric digital payment solutions. This collaboration is designed to boost transaction convenience, encourage digital adoption, and enhance financial inclusion among key segments such as SMEs, online businesses, and youth account holders. The official agreement was exchanged during a recent ceremony held at the People's Bank head office in Colombo too. As part of the partnership, the bank will introduce MasterCard payment gateway services, enabling merchants to process secure and seamless online payments. This move strengthens People's Bank's digital transformation efforts and reinforces its position as a forward-thinking financial institution in Sri Lanka. Senior leadership from both organizations were present at the event, marking a significant milestone in the evolution of digital banking services in the country. Sri Lanka's highly anticipated launch of Starlink, the satellite internet service by Elon Musk's SpaceX, has been delayed due to technical issues in the agreement with the company, according to cabinet spokesman Nalinda Jayatissa.
Sri Lanka's launch of Starlink satellite internet has been delayed due to technical issues in the agreement with Elon Musk's SpaceX. Cabinet spokesman Nalinda Jayatissa confirmed. He noted that while the government initially aimed to resolve these issues by April, the timeline has been pushed back. Starlink was granted a license by the Telecommunications Regulatory Commission of Sri Lanka in August 2024, but the service launch was withheld due to pending clearances linked to the presidential election. Although a revised launch was expected in April, further technical complications have caused another delay. According to the Starlink website, a residential connection in Sri Lanka will cost 15,000 rupees per month with a one-time hardware fee of 105,000 rupees. The TRCSL has also approved several premium tariff plans, including priority fix packages ranging from 20,994 rupees for 40 GB to 124,965 rupees for 2 TB. Meanwhile, Starlink has already launched in Bangladesh with packages starting at $35. As the company expands to over 70 countries with more than 2 million active users globally.
Haley's Fentons Limited has completed the installation of Sri Lanka's first European-engineered roof lifeline system at South Asia Textiles Limited in Pugoda, marking a significant advancement in workplace safety standards.
Haley's Fentons Limited has successfully installed a European-engineered roof lifeline system at South Asia Textiles Limited in Pugoda, marking a milestone in Sri Lanka's workplace safety advancements. Recognizing this critical need for fall protection, the company introduced an innovative safety solution designed to protect workers operating at elevated heights. The 380-meter system spanning 6 roofs was completed in just 20 days despite challenging conditions. Manufactured in Turkey and certified under EN 795-2012 by Quintin Certifications, France, the system brings European safety standards to the local industrial sector. Built from high-strength steel with corrosion-resistant coatings, the system ensures both durability and long-term performance. Haley's Fentons Managing Director Hasit Premathilaka highlighted the company's commitment to worker safety and precision-driven engineering solutions.
Orient Finance PLC has officially rebranded as Jana Shakti Finance PLC, marking a strategic shift to strengthen its market identity and growth ambitions. The rebranding reflects more than a name change, emphasizing enhanced customer support, stability, and resources under the Jana Shakti Group umbrella. With a 43-year legacy of customer service, the company now benefits from stronger brand recognition and synergy within the Jana Shakti Group's diverse financial sectors. Existing customer accounts and services remain unchanged, ensuring a smooth transition for clients. Jana Shakti Finance PLC continues to offer a full range of financial products, including leasing, gold loans, and Islamic finance solutions. The company is licensed by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka and holds a BB+ rating with a positive outlook from Lanka Rating Agency. We're going in for a short commercial break now. Global business updates coming on the other side. This is the Nightly Business Report. Welcome back to the Nightly Business Report. Most Asian stocks rose today as investors reacted positively to a court ruling against US President Donald Trump's reciprocal trade tariffs. Technology shares were particularly strong following upbeat earnings from Nvidia. China's Shanghai Shenzhen CSI 300 and Shanghai Composite indexes each gained 0.8%, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index rose 0.5%. Despite ongoing concerns over deflation and slowing growth, South Korea's Kospi led gains with a 1.7% rally, driven by chip makers Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix, both Nvidia suppliers. Japan's Nikkei 225 surged 1.8%, boosted by tech stocks, while the Topix index added 1.5%. Other markets showed mixed results, with Australia's ASX 200 up 0.3% and Singapore's Straits Times Index down 0.2%, while India's Nifty 50 futures rose 0.4%, signaling a strong open after recent losses. US stock indexes closed lower as investors digested minutes from the last Federal Reserve meeting, and shares of chip designers fell in late trading.
U.S. stocks finished lower Wednesday, with the Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ all losing about 0.5% each. Shares of chip makers including Cadence Design Systems and Synopsys fell in late trading. The Financial Times reported that the Trump administration has ordered U.S. firms that offer software used to design semiconductors to stop selling their services to Chinese groups. Other chip companies are dealing with U.S. government controls on their work, too. Nvidia said after the market closed that it expects an $8 billion hit to sales from tighter U.S. curbs on exports of its AI chips to China, a key semiconductor market. Nvidia did beat quarterly sales expectations, and its shares, which closed down 0.5% in regular trading, were up after hours. Meanwhile, investors also assessed the minutes of the Federal Reserve's May meeting. U.S. central bank officials acknowledged they could face difficult trade-offs in coming months, in the form of rising inflation alongside rising unemployment.
Stellantis named its North American chief, Antonio Filosa, as its new chief executive, as it seeks to revive the performance and shares of the multinational automaker.
Stellantis named a new CEO on Wednesday. Its North American chief, Antonio Filosa, got the job as the automaker tries to revive its performance and shares. Italy's Filosa replaces Carlos Tavares, who stepped down in December after a fall in profits and sales. Stellantis said Filosa will officially become CEO from June 23rd, when he'll announce a new leadership team. The auto giant faces big challenges as the global car industry tries to navigate a chaotic trade war launched by US President Donald Trump. Stellantis will focus on trying to revive profits in the major US market. The company also needs to rationalize its portfolio of 14 brands. Some analysts say that could mean axing some of them. Stellantis is the world's fourth largest car maker by sales, and its brands include Chrysler, Peugeot and Jeep. Its shares were muted in early trade following the announcement.
Well, that wraps up today's Nightly Business Report. We value your opinion, so please share your thoughts and feedback with us through email at feedback.ad24english@derana.lk or via WhatsApp at 76805-933. Well, we'll see you again tomorrow with the latest updates across the business globe. Till then, I'm Anuradhi Vikramasinghe. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.